Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are going to work on test number 2 today. And in this practice test, we will be solving multiple questions and partial questions have been done by. मैंने पहले partial questions इसके करवा दिए हैं. मैं recording को play करूंगा. पहले मैं highlight करता जाता हूँ keywords को ताकि आप अपनी finger pencils को right areas में move कर सकें. And then I'm going to start the recording. And in recording, we will be discussing the answers. और जो मैंने questions पहले करवा दिए हैं practice sessions में, उनको मैं answer नहीं करूंगा. You will be doing this test by yourself. So now highlight the keywords. Question number 1 to 4, 2 words and a number, 2 words or a number only. So 4-5 correct answer options हैं. 1 word correct answer, 2 word correct answer, 1 word and a number correct answer, 2 words and a number correct answer. Only a number is a correct answer. Finger on the tour name, River Valley tour is in the month. So finger should be on the, pencil should be on the month. Customer name, finger, pencil on the blank. Address, finger, PO box, pencil. So now dietary restriction, kya nahi khana hai, finger, and pencil will be in point number 4. Okay. So now here are the MCQs. What size deposit caller has to pay? Question statement can the deposit covered and pay covered would be important. Pencil will be on the pay, finger will be on the deposit, or simply pencil ko rakh lein deposit पे और अपने mind में रखें कि कब pay करना है. Then 5%, 30% and 50%. Finger will be with B और फिर 5 deposit के साथ 5, 30 and 50 को एक साथ नजर में रखेंगे. 1 out of them will be the answer. और मैंने आपको बताया कि 2 आप तरीकाकार इख्तियार कर सकते हैं. नंबर 1 एलिमिनेशन सिलेक्शन एंड नंबर 2 डायरेक्ट सिलेक्शन. दोनों आपके इख्तियार में नहीं है. अगर रिकॉर्डिंग के दौरान वो एलिमिनेट करवा रहा है एग्जामिनर कुछ ऑप्शंस को, तो एलिमिनेट करते जाएं और फिर जो बाकी बचेगा वो करेक्ट आंसर होगा. एंड दैट व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू यस्टरडे. और अगर वो डायरेक्टली किसी को आंसर कर रहा है तो फिर तो डायरेक्ट आंसर आपने करना है बिकॉज आपकी मजबूरी है. So now move ahead again. So now it is when the deposit has to be paid. When finger to be paid, pencil 2 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, 6 weeks from now. So 2, 4 and 6 will be in front of your eyes. How the luggage be carried? Okay, so luggage carried, pencil. How? Finger. By bus, by bicycle, by van. Which 3 things scholar have to take to her? पहला word keyword होगा. फिर आपने दो पे नजर रखनी है. सारा I've told you. It is a matching question. मैं skip कर जाऊंगा. मैचिंग क्वेश्चंस मैं शुरू नहीं करूंगा. मैचिंग क्वेश्चंस को मैं एक दिन बाद शुरू करूंगा फॉर द रीजन दैट टू मेनी न्यू क्वेश्चंस इन अ डे विल बी हैजर्डियस फॉर यू. तो मैं चाहता हूँ जो क्वेश्चंस किए हुए हैं उन्हीं पर आपकी ग्रिप बने. सो 2 वर्ड आंसर आर रिक्वायर्ड. टुमारो, फिंगर, एडल्ट्स, पेंसिल. इट इज सेंटेंस कंप्लीशन क्वेश्चन. मैंने आपको बताया है कि बिल्कुल साथ एडजेसेंट वर्ड को आपका एग्जामिनर नहीं छोड़ता. सो टुमारो वुड बी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड. ऑन वेडनेसडे, फिंगर, देयर विल बी पेंसिल. Finger. Next weekend, pencil. So क्या हो रहा है next weekend पे? That is the answer. MCQs. How many months that will take to complete the renovation work? How many months? Finger. Renovation work, pencil. 3, 9 and 12. The project plan for the next year. Next year, pencil, and finger will be along with the outdoor tennis court. And then you have to put your eyes on indoor pool, outdoor pool and the tennis court. Single word nahi because confusing है 1 and 3. I told you that आपके MCQs में अगर ज्यादा हो तो half of the answers remain as it is. So now which 5 things the students have to do in the museum internship program? The first word would be the keyword and then you have to put your eyes on next 2 together. I will not stop in between because I have done these classes already. So main part of the museum, finger, built-in, pencil, 2 words and a number or a number. It is City Museum of Art. Sentence completion question. The finger, 60 years later, pencil. Collection includes modern art, finger, works by pencil, and then classes, finger, adults, pencil, weekly, finger, and fall and winter, there will be pencil. Here we reach at the question number 31 to 35. So these are the questions. Tomato originally came from. MCQs in section 4 would be very tough to handle. So originally, tomatoes originally came from. Originally would be a very important word for you. Pencil रखेंगे originally पर और B के साथ रखें finger को. Mexico, Spain and Peru. Originally को सुने और अपनी pencil को skip करके नीचे ले आए और इन तीनों पर एक साथ नजर रखें. Original color of tomato. Color pencil. Red, green, yellow. Aztec word for tomato means. So Aztec word pencil. Golden apple, apple. Plum thing, plum. Small fruit, fruit. So now, 1500 would be very important word for you. Spain and Italy. People enjoyed eating tomatoes. Enjoyed. Tomatoes were used as ornamental plants, and made medicine from the tomatoes. Medicine. 1600 would be very important word for you. British. They saw tomatoes as poisons. Poisons published tomatoes recipes, and ate tomato sauce daily. Tomato sauce. These are the three words जिनको आप अपने फोकस में रखेंगे, because बाकी सारे कॉमन वर्ड अनकॉमन वर्ड्स हैं. ये कॉमन वर्ड्स हैं, ये अनकॉमन वर्ड्स में रखेंगे, तो जो भी अगर इनमें से एक ऑप्शन होगा इस वर्ड का होना तो वहाँ पे जरूरी है. सो आपके लिए कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बिल्ड करना आसान हो जाएगा. Two-word answer is required, and it's about the history of tomatoes in the United States. 1806 finger. Tomatoes were mentioned as a food. Tomatoes were mentioned as a food. Tomatoes were mentioned as a food in a pencil. So give me a moment, please. So now, 1809, finger, Thomas Jefferson pencil, did something with the tomatoes in his house in Virginia. So it is better to have your finger on Thomas Jefferson. देखिए 1809 तो आँख के सामने है ना. You put your finger on 1809, and pencil will be on the Virginia, and Thomas Jefferson will be in front of your eyes. Okay. So concentrate करें. Finger, pencil, and eyes work so you can make your concentration more better. क्या किया थॉमस जेफरसन ने टोमेटोज को अपने घर में वर्जीनिया में? दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू बी अंडरस्टूड. 1820, गेट alert, finger, and then pencil will be odd, not poisonous. And then once you listen to the word not poisonous, hit the pencil by eating them. 1830, pencil, finger, and newspaper and a magazine. You will place your pencil on it. And then we reach in 1930, pencil, and people began to eat. In 1930, finger, and people began to eat what? That is the pencil. And in this way, we will complete the test. Okay. So I'm going to start the recording. It is test number 2, and majority of the questions have been done. दरम्यान में मैं 4-5 क्वेश्चन छोड़ दूंगा जो मैचिंग के हैं, ताकि मैं बाद में आप लोगों को वो करवाऊंगा. तो आई विल कम बैक ऑन दीज क्वेश्चंस, एंड मैं उस वक्त इन क्वेश्चंस को एड्रेस करूंगा. So it is bicycle tour. Get ready. It is test number 2. I'm going to start the recording.
It'll be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. Write all of your answers on the test pages. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to an answer sheet. Now turn to section 1 on page 163. Section 1. You will hear a woman booking a bicycle tour over the phone. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 4 on page 163.
Get ready. This is the ample time. You will get this ample time in exam room as well. Do not miss this time in exam room. जितने क्वेश्चन उन्होंने कहे हैं उन्हीं को हाईलाइट कीजिएगा. इससे ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस को हाईलाइट नहीं करिएगा. अगर आप इससे ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस को हाईलाइट करने की कोशिश करेंगे तो कंसंट्रेशन लूज हो जाएगी. Get ready. Test
You will
is
see
working.
that there's an example that has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to this will be played first.
Global Bicycle Tours, may I help you?
Yes, thank you. I'd like to sign up for a bicycle tour.
The man answers the phone. Global Bicycle Tours. So the word global has been written at the top of the form. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 4.
Global Bicycle Tours, may I help you?
Yes, thank you. I'd like to sign up for a bicycle tour.
Which tour were you interested in? We have the River Valley Tour coming up in June and the Mountain Tour in July.
The River Valley tour is in June. I thought it was in May.
It actually takes place the first week of June.
Oh, I see. Well, I can still do that. The River Valley tour is the one I want.
Splendid. Just let me take your information. May I have your name, please?
Carla Schmidt. That's Carla with a K, not a C. K-A-R-L-A.
Thank you, Miss Schmidt. Address?
Do you need a street address, or can I give you my post office box?
A post office box is fine.
It's P.O. Box 257, Manchester.
Thank you. Okay, next. Will you be bringing your own bicycle, or do you want to rent one from us?
I'll bring my own.
Excellent. Now, we provide all the meals, so we need to know if you have any dietary restrictions.
I don't think so. What do you mean?
I mean, if there's any food you can't eat. Some people have food allergies or are vegetarian or have to avoid dairy products, things like that.
Oh, I see. Well, yes, I'm a vegetarian. I never eat meat.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 5 to 10 on page 163.
Okay, so now move ahead to the MCQ number 1. Finger should be along with B and pencil on deposit. Get ready. Get ready, test is working.
Listen and answer questions 5 to 10.
All right, I'll make a note of that. Now, the total cost of the tour is $750.
That much?
The price includes everything. Food, hotel, transportation, everything.
Everything?
Yes, everything. The only other thing is you'll want to tip the tour guide. We usually recommend 5% of the total tour cost.
A 5% tip.
What is the answer? What is the answer?
5%.
And that is not the answer. आप में से किसने word सुना है deposit का? वो कह रही है tip. This is the common error students make in exam. For God's sake, do not get confused. मैंने कहा question statement के keywords पे नजर रखिएगा. Deposit का word सुनेंगे तो answer आ जाएगा. Okay. So get ready again. I'm going to start the test. मत करें इस तरह से. Concentrate करें अपने keywords. चलिए जी. Recording is in progress.
That's reasonable.
In order to reserve your space on the tour, I'll need a 30% deposit.
Do you need that right away?
We generally ask for the deposit at least 4 weeks before the tour begins. The River Valley tour begins, 6 weeks from now. So you'll need to pay the deposit in 2 weeks.
I think I can do that. I wonder if you could tell me something. How will our luggage be transported? Do we carry it on our bicycles?
No, you leave that to us. We have a van that carries your luggage from hotel to hotel each day, so you don't have to worry about it.
Great. I have a luggage rack for my bike, but I guess I won't have to bring that.
No, you won't. But there are a few items we recommend that you bring. We can't control the weather, so you should bring a raincoat or rain gear.
Yes, that's a good idea. And I should have my own spare tire too, shouldn't I?
Actually, you don't need that, as our guide always carries some. And of course, you won't need maps either, since our guide has the route all planned.
What about a water bottle? I'll need that, won't I?
Yes, you should definitely have a water bottle. A camera would be a good idea too, since that tour goes through some very scenic areas.
I have a guidebook of that area. I wonder if I should bring it along.
We don't recommend guidebooks. It would just be extra weight, and the tour guide knows a great deal about the area.
Yes, I see. Is there anything else I need to know?
I think we've covered the important points. I'll send you a tour brochure, and you can call again if you have any questions.
Thank you very much.
That is the end of section 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
So now move on to section number 2 and question number 16. Get ready. Test is working. Get ready. Test is working. Get ready. Get ready. This ample time should not be missed in exam. Concentrate करें test पे. Get ready.
Now listen and answer questions 16 to 20.
We're excited about the upcoming activities and events to take place in our newly renovated club. Now that the pools are ready for use again, swimming lessons will begin tomorrow for both adults and children. If you haven't signed up yet, you can stop by the office before you leave today and put your name on the list. If you're a tennis player, you'll be interested to hear about the tennis competition coming up on Wednesday.
So now
Players
the
from
question
different
number,
clubs all over the region will be participating.
the question number 16, I have already done with it. So tomorrow, swimming lessons are going to start. Okay. On Wednesday, there will be a tennis competition. And I told you people that अगर कोई मुश्किल word आता है तो उसी पेज के ऊपर या नीचे उसके spelling होंगे. If you go back, see here is swimming, here is tennis. Keep on moving.
If you'd like to watch the event, tickets are available in the office. Also, I want to be sure you all know you're invited to our club party coming up next weekend. We're celebrating the completion of the renovation work, and we have a lot to celebrate. The entire renovation project was finished in just 9 months. That's 3 months less than the 12 months we'd originally planned on. We're proud of that and proud that we came in under budget too. Because we've had such good results with this project, we're already planning the next one. We already have 2 indoor pools, and next year we plan to install an outdoor pool right next to the tennis courts. Details of these plans.
So now for the MCQs, number 1, 9 months is the answer. And then the outdoor pool is the plan for the next year. Come on, question number 21 to 25. Get ready.
Will be made available to all club members soon. All right, I think we've covered just about everything. Are there any questions?
That is the end of section 2. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
We are on section 3. Just get ready. I have already done with these questions. मैं पहले ये questions करवा चुका हूँ. Get ready. Test is working.
Section 3. You will hear a museum director talking to several student interns, explaining their internship duties at the museum. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 25 on page 165.
So which 5 things students have to do during the museum internship programs? 9 works are given. इन 9 में से कौन से 5 से करेक्ट आंसर है? That what you have to work on. मैं ये क्वेश्चन पहले करवा चुका हूँ. मैंने कहा था कि याद रखिएगा, अगर ये सेक्शन 1 2 3 में सवाल आएगा तो आपने सिर्फ पहले के बाद फर्स्ट ऑप्शन के बाद 2 पे नजर रखनी है, और अगर सेक्शन 4 में आएगा तो आपको 3 पे नजर रखनी है, बिकॉज़ एग्जामिनर कभी 2 स्किप कर जाता. Get ready. Test is working. I told you people, T के साउंड से अलर्ट रहिएगा. जब भी don't, didn't, won't का साउंड आएगा वो ऑप्शन कभी भी आंसर नहीं होगा. Get ready.
As you listen to the first part of the conversation, answer questions 21 to 25.
Welcome to the City Museum of Art. I'm Dr. Shirley Johnson, the director of the museum's internship program. Today, I'll be giving you an orientation to the museum and our museum administrator's internship program.
Will we get a chance to tour the museum today?
Yes, we'll start right now with a tour of the building. We'll skip the basement. Most of that part of the building is devoted to art conservation, which won't be part of your internship. Let's begin here on the ground floor with the museum offices. I guess this is where we'll be spending most of our time, helping with the office work. You'll spend some time working in here so you can learn what the administrative duties involve, but you'll also get a chance to experience all aspects of museum work. This room in here is the museum tours office.
I'm interested in that. I'd really like to help out with the tours.
That's great, because you'll all have a chance to lead some tours and maybe even to develop a tour of your own, too. Let's go up to the second floor now.
This is the boardroom in here, isn't it? Will we get to go to board meetings?
Only members of the board of directors attend those. Now, back here behind the galleries are the classrooms. You're all welcome to attend any class you want at no charge. But we won't be teaching any, will we? No, the staff of the education department is responsible for that. Let's move up to the third floor now, and the research department. Each of you will spend some time working in here.
Great. I'd like to help with the research.
We're working on some very interesting research projects right now. Also, as an extension of your research work, you'll probably contribute to some of the museum's brochures.
I'm looking forward to that. I like writing about art. Another thing I've been hoping to be able to do is meet some artists.
You're in luck then. We've planned a reception for the first day of your internship, and you'll have the chance to meet several local artists then.
Okay, so now confusion हो सकती है. वो कह रही है we have
Before
planned
you
this
have the
out.
rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 26 to...
उसने कहा we have planned a reception. आपका रिसेप्शन प्लान करना नहीं है. जब उसने प्लान करना है तो वो स्टूडेंट्स के हिस्से का काम नहीं है. So answer is write brochures and then meet the artist. Okay, move ahead, move ahead, move on, move on, move on. जल्दी करें जी. Question number 25 to 30. Come on. Recording is in progress.
30 on page 165. Now listen and answer questions 26 to 30.
Could you give us a little background of the museum? I mean, when it was built and some information about the collections and things like that? Of course. The main part of the museum was built in 1895 with a combination of public and private funds. The new wing was built 60 years later with a donation from the Rhinebeck family.
That part of the museum was built for the modern art collection, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. In the main part of the museum, we have a gallery devoted to works by local artists, our sculpture collection, and a small collection of classical European art.
You mentioned classes earlier. What kinds of classes does the museum offer?
In our adult education program, we offer a series of art history classes, and for children, we have a program of arts and crafts workshops. You can get a brochure from the office that will give you more information. I saw a lot of chairs set up in the main hall. What are those for? Those are there for tonight's musical performance. We offer a weekly concert series during the fall and winter, and of course, all of you are welcome to attend. Now, if there are no more questions, let's step into my office and I'll show you your schedules.
That is the end of section 3. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Now I'm proceeding to section number 4. Computerized बच्चों को कंप्यूटर बेस्ड एग्जाम के बच्चों को ये जो कुछ वक्त मिलता है 2 से 3 मिनट आफ्टर एवरी सेक्शन, तो उसमें वो ऊपर अपने बॉक्स में लिखे हुए आंसर्स को जाके देखेंगे। जो हिंट्स लिख के आए उनको कंप्लीट करोगे, स्पेलिंग को देख लो और देन पुट योरसेल्फ फॉर क्वेश्चन नंबर सेक्शन नंबर 4। सेक्शन 4 में जनाब द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज ऑफ एमसीक्यू। नजर रखेंगे जनाब, ओरिजिनली मैक्सिको, स्पेन एंड पेरू, and then original color and
Now
then
turn to section 4 on page 166.
original color red, green and yellow. Get ready. मैं
Section
question
4.
चलूंगा।
You will hear a lecture about the history of the tomato. First, you have some time to look at 31 to 35 on page 166.
Get ready. Test is working. Concentrate कीजिएगा. MCQs in section 4 are always very tough to handle. Follow the approach that I have told you people already, and today I have revised that as well. Test is.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 35.
The tomato is a popular vegetable, which figures in the cuisine of many countries around the world. It is particularly prominent in Italian cooking, but it was unknown in Europe until Spanish explorers brought it back from the Americas. The tomato originated in the highlands of Peru.
So now you have listened the word originated in the highlands of Peru. So originated, original. So अब आए नीचे, तो what is the answer? Peru is the answer. So answer is C. So now work on original color red, green and yellow. Get ready.
From there, it eventually found its way to Mexico, where it was cultivated by the Aztecs. The Aztec tomato wasn't the large red vegetable we know today. Rather, it was small and yellow.
Oh, what is the answer? It was small and yellow. So what is the answer? C is the answer. So now, have your eyes on Aztec, apple, fruit, and the plum thing.
When this small round fruit arrived in Italy, it was named golden apple for its bright yellow color. You'll notice I just called it a fruit. That's because a tomato is botanically a fruit.
What is the answer? What is the answer?
रवि आंसर नहीं आया.
अभी answer
Plumping.
because Aztec
Plumping.
were excellent. Now you people learn. Shabash.
Even though most everyone calls it a vegetable. The actual word tomato comes from the Aztec name for the vegetable, meaning plump thing.
What is the answer? B is the answer.
Thing.
Okay. Shabash. Now you people learned. So now eyes on 1500, finger on 1500 and Spain and Italy pencil. Even you can work on eyes on 1500 and pencil on Spain and Italy. So 1500 tomatoes, enjoyed, ornamental plant, medicine, these all words, 4 words will be very important. 1500 say Spain, Italy, 1500 pencil, finger will be along with the B here. And then once you listen to 1500, come bring your pencil down to number 2 and then in 3 पे एक साथ नजर रखिएगा. Enjoyed eating tomatoes, ornamental plants and the medicine. Get ready.
The tomato arrived in Europe in the 1500s and quickly became a popular food in Spain and Italy.
G came in Europe in 1500s. गुजर गया keyword of the question statement. Quickly became a popular food in Spain and Europe. Ornamental plants का जिक्र हुआ? नहीं. Medicine का जिक्र हुआ? नहीं. So what is the answer? Answer is enjoyed eating tomatoes.
भी नहीं है.
In the late 1600s,
वो 1600s पे चला गया. इसका मतलब है the answer is enjoyed eating tomatoes. As he was saying that it quickly became a popular food in Spain and Italy. आज से मैं डेली आपको सेक्शन 4 भिजवाऊंगा. सेक्शन 4 ऑफ एवरी टेस्ट, ताकि आप रात को घर बैठ के उसको रिकॉल और रिवाइज करें. सेक्शन 4 अलग से कटा हुआ आएगा इस रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर के अलावा. ओके, मूव अहेड. $1600 pencil, and then once you listen to the word 1600, have your eyes on poison recipe and the sauce table. Come on, the test is in progress.
The Italians began publishing recipes that used tomatoes. The British, however, had a different attitude toward the vegetable. It was grown as an ornamental plant in Britain in the 1600s, but it wasn't eaten because it was thought to be poisonous.
What is the answer? It was thought to be poisonous. What is the answer? Answer is, I told you people, yaad rakhiyega. I told you people one thing very straightforwardly. आधों के आंसर्स A's होते हैं. अभी तक ऊपर A कोई आंसर नहीं था. I was thinking that आखिरी दोनों के आंसर्स A होने चाहिए and दोनों के आंसर्स A हैं. So they thought tomatoes as poisonous. So answer is A. Come down to sentence completion और sentence completion section 4 में बहुत ज्यादा valuable questions हैं या tough questions भी हो सकते हैं. एग्जामिनर इसको देखिएगा गौर से, स्क्रीन को इस साइड से भी शुरू कर सकता है और इस साइड से भी शुरू कर सकता है. सो एक साइड पर पेंसिल से ग्रिप करना और एक साइड से फिंगर से ग्रिप करना सेंटेंस को बहुत जरूरी है, कोई भी कीवर्ड मिस ना हो. फिंगर ऑन 1606 एंड फिंगर ऑन 1606 एंड mentioned as a food, mentioned pencil. किसने मेंशन किया टमाटोस को एज अ फूड? दैट इज योर आंसर. I'm operating the test. Get ready.
It wasn't until the 1700s that tomatoes became part of the daily diet in Britain.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 36 to 40 on page 167.
Get ready. Test is working. Shabash. Very good, bachcho. Test is working. Get ready. What is the task? You have to listen. Who mentioned tomatoes as a food? Who mentioned?
Now listen carefully and answer questions 36 to 40.
In the United States, tomatoes were also used as ornamental plants rather than as food for a long time. This attitude began to change in the 1800s. In 1806, a gardener's calendar mentioned.
Okay, दोबारा सुनिएगा. A gardener's calendar mentioned, and I'm going to rewind it. Listen it once again.
In the United States, tomatoes were also used as ornamental plants rather than as food for a long time. This attitude began to change in the 1800s. In 1806, a gardener's calendar mentioned that tomatoes could be used to improve the flavor of soups and other foods. Thomas Jefferson did not.
Okay, so now, what is the answer? Gardener's calendar. What would be the spelling of
Calendar.
gardener's calendar? GARDENER S.
ENER apostrophe S.
नहीं जरूर नहीं. Gardener's calendar अखबार का नाम है, so S will come. Okay, calendar. So Gardener's calendar mentioned. So Gardener's calendar is the name of the newspaper that was given by. That was the answer given by the recording. Okay, so number one. Number two, remember that what we have to do is that now Thomas Jefferson, finger will be on 1809 and Thomas Jefferson. Pencil will be on Virginia, and see what is the answer comes up. Okay, is it clear? So Gardener's calendar is the answer. Calendar.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, मैंने गलत spelling लिखे हुए थे. चलिए जी. So Thomas Jefferson, 1809, finger, Virginia pencil. क्या किया उसने अपने घर में at his home? Tomatoes को. That is the answer. Get ready.
To enhance the tomato's reputation as a food. He first served tomatoes to visitors at his home in Virginia in 1809.
Oh, what he did?
Served
Excellent. He first served
served tomatoes.
yes in his home in Virginia. दोबारा सुनिएगा जी. कोई बात नहीं, सेक्शन 4 के क्वेश्चंस हैं और हम चूंकि अभी तैयारी कर रहे हैं तो मुश्किल हो सकता है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. दोबारा सुनिएगा.
Flavor of soups and other foods. Thomas Jefferson did much to enhance the tomato's reputation as a food. He first served tomatoes to visitors at his home in Virginia in 1809.
So 1809, Thomas Jefferson served tomatoes at his home in Virginia. So two word answer is required. So served tomatoes. Served is the one word, tomatoes is the second word. Is it clear? Move ahead. 1820, finger, not poisonous pencil.
Then in 1820, a man named Robert Gibbon Johnson decided it was time to discard once and for all the idea that tomatoes were poisonous.
जी, were poisonous. देखा 1820 में एक बंदे ने सोचा कि once for all इस कॉन्सेप्ट को खत्म कर दूं कि टोमेटोज पॉइजनस होते हैं. So not poisonous तक ये सेंटेंस हो गया. So put the pencil on by eating them and see what is the answer.
To prove his point, he ate 1 kilo of ripe red tomatoes in public.
Okay, so now he ate 1 kilo of tomatoes in public. तब क्या सेंटेंस बनेगा? 1809, a man proved that tomatoes were not poisonous by eating them in public.
In public.
In public is the answer. Rewind कर रहा हूं, फिर से सुनिएगा. In public.
Tomatoes were poisonous. To prove his point, he ate 1 kilo of ripe red tomatoes in public.
Okay, so he ate 1 kilo of red tomatoes in public. Okay, so by eating them in public. So now finger on 1830, newspaper and magazine में क्या publish हुआ और last वाला क्या answer है? Both you have to do by yourself. Then you will transfer your answers on the answer sheet और answer sheet भिजवाएंगे ग्रुप में ताकि मैं देखूं कि जो क्वेश्चन आपने खुद किए हैं उनमें से कितने ठीक और कितने गलत. मैं चेक करके उनको वापस भिजवाऊंगा.
2,000 people gathered to watch this feat, which took place on the steps of the courthouse in Salem, Massachusetts. Amazingly enough, Johnson survived this stunt. The popularity of the tomato as a food began growing rapidly. Soon, people all around the country were eating tomatoes. By the 1830s, American newspapers and magazines were publishing thousands of tomato recipes. However, all those recipes involved using tomatoes in some cooked form. Tomato salads and sandwiches were still unknown. It wasn't until a century later, in the 1930s, that it became popular for people to eat raw tomatoes.
Transfer your answers on the answer sheet.
That is the end of section 4.
अब बस 10 minutes है. 10 minutes में आंसर ट्रांसफर करें. क्लास नहीं छोड़ सकते. After transferring the answers, send the answer sheet to the group and then you can leave the class.